Welcome back to the second half of my business show, how to open a small business. And I wasn't going to do this one until next week, but I decided tonight because, well, I felt talkative and now my throat hurts. So I don't know if I should just close the show. No. But I had some more stuff come to my mind, so I thought I would do the second half of the show and kind of share that while I still have it in my head. And I didn't write the stuff down again, so just bear with me. I'm kind of winging it. So let's see. From the first show, you should have an idea if you're still considering it and trying to think of a product, your own personal product to post up to sell, or still considering it and what you're going to do. There's some other things I left out as far as starting up for free. I had some other ideas too that you could put up there, but as I think about it, I'll let you guys know. Let's see. Oh, I should check to see my. Oh, hey, Boogeyman. Hey, Chill. Oops. Welcome to the room. Let's see. I just started here. Okay. So right now, you should have an idea of the item or items that you would like to sell, and whether it would be your own product or if you're going to use a distributor, or both, but start slow. Start with, usually I would say if you have absolutely no money, you have to come up with your own product just to post up there, whether, not as far as products, but either you're going to be using the stuff from your house to sell to get the money for your first shipment of items, or your supplies to make the product that you want. And you are also going to set up a credit card payment account somewhere, whether it be PayPal, Charge.com, Authorize.net. They also take it, but you have to have put on online in the search online credit card processing, and there should be a list of different merchant sites that you can sign up with to accept payments. And make sure, because some of them, the very ones for businesses, they have a little fee every time you, depending on what you sell. So just look at all that. Make sure they accept, the big help is make sure they accept online checks, because a lot of people use that. And let's see what else. So make sure you have your payment set up. Even if you're not on any site yet, you have to make sure that's some way easy for someone to pay you, because if you just put down you can send me a check or a money order, chances are they won't buy. But if you put up the accepting credit card or checks over online, then you have a better chance of sales. So you're setting that up. You're picking a temporary selling spot like eBay or Live Deal, or what did I put? Etsy? I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. There are other ones too that are popping up here and there that you can use. Sorry. Also, what I forgot is get a free email, whether it be Yahoo, Hotmail, etc. Just get a free email account with the name of your business. And usually with those free emails, they'll have free website hosting. The only difference is that you get their ad. But don't go through their "we'll create a page for you," because those things bite so bad. They're horrible. I hate them. I think I let you guys know about getting Web Page Maker. That's very easy. And you save it as a HTML, etc., and then you upload it, and it's already separated for you. So you'll be uploading your image folder with your HTML to that free site, and then it should pop up and host it. If you do try that and you're having trouble, you could always email me, and I'll walk you through it. Okay, so you got your email, you got your pay station, your email, your free website for now until you can pay for a hosted one. Or if you can already pay the $3 to $7 a month, go ahead and grab your domain, and make sure it comes with a free shopping cart, because in that shopping cart you're going to put your pay station in there, and that's how it will process it for you. Okay. So then, if you do have PayPal, like I said in the other show, they work with USPS. So you can ship from PayPal. You can pay for the label, print it out, tape it to your box, and it's already done. But if you don't have that, get an account with either I use USPS because they go straight to the box. You know, if you use UPS, they always have to wait for people to sign, and people get mad and frustrated. But the U.S. mail, no matter what, it has to go straight there. And but you know, whichever you decide, FedEx, make sure they pick up your boxes, and see if they send out free boxes for you. Most of them will. They'll send you free packages. Okay, so you got your shipping ready and your emails. I think I'm missing something. All right, and you got your business name. Oh, yeah, you got your resale license. This is if you're going to buy products. You can already start your stuff without it, but make sure you get your resale license so that you can get things at cost. And also, I forgot to tell you, if you have your resale license and you need to get supplies to make your items, whether it be Michael's or any of those craft stores, you talk to the manager and you let them know you have a business, and you still can buy your stuff not at cost but tax-free, or at a different price. I forgot what it is, but sometimes you can get an account with them, and they'll after you spend so much, they'll front you $500 worth of supplies a month kind of thing, and at the end of the month you pay the $500. I know that sounds like a lot when you have no money, but when you do it, it'll work out. Okay. So, where was I? Let me see if there's any. Hey, UPS driver. Welcome to the room. What? Okay, let's see. Now, let's see. Okay, there was something else I'm kind of missing that I was going to tell you guys about too. Okay, so that's your whole setup right there. To start getting people, you will want to, it depends on you. You can either get Facebook. I still never got a Facebook account, but I heard that they're pretty good. You can get MySpace. And make sure that you put those on your front of your page. And also to get hits, there's a thing called web rings. And the web rings, you grab, you go in there and it's assorted by interest. Like mine was belly dancing, so I would go into all the belly dancing, then crafts, and then dance and culture. And you hook up with these, and you hook up with these different rings, and they'll advertise your website on their thingamabob. I'm really I should start writing this stuff down. Okay, so also tribes.net. I think it's tribes.net. That one's a cool one. It's a free site too. You put a profile, but you hook up with different groups. I think Hotmail also has groups, or MSN groups, right? Yahoo has groups. But don't spam anybody. Just join these different groups and participate, and you post your link up there. And that's free advertisement that way. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Okay. So let me see what's going on. Oh, okay, UPS driver. Ups man. Hi, Boogeyman. How are you doing? I sit here and ask people how they're doing like they can answer me back. Okay, so you're pretty much all set up to start. Now, there's one, I was thinking about it. These are the social issues, okay? And I don't know if I'm just having problems with this, but now if you have mood disorders like I do, or other situations that can hinder this, don't give up. You still do it. Make sure I think on my one show with your goals list, you got to put aside the one where it says jobs and work. That time period that you're going to put aside for working, and you're going to make a separate list for that, down to making your coffee, answering emails. If you're going to spend time pick like 2 or 3 days a week to concentrate on marketing, which is like the MySpace, the web rings, stuff like that, and just put aside like an hour. And try your best to stick to the schedule. If you don't totally stick to it, it's okay. As long as you get most of that work done, and then the whole time frame you are working, then you're getting somewhere. And each day it just adds to your business. Now, like for me, I could not get a mass load of products to put up. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched kind of thing. Don't post music and things that you do not have on hand, because it will bite you in the butt. I mean, even though that you think that, okay, well, when these orders come in, I'll just order my shipment, and they'll be here on time where I can ship them out, etc. As much as something always happens, and then they're going to end up getting it late, and you're going to end up with negative feedback. And the trick is for those sites like eBay, etc., you don't want to get the negative feedback. You've got to ship these items out like within the 7 days. Now, like I told you, I went through 3 eBay accounts because of this. Okay, it was a hard lesson to learn, but I learned it. Now I do have a disclaimer in there, because I do custom orders, that the wait is 30 days. And I told them that if they start complaining, I will dump their order. I did it to one person so far, and so far so good. Everybody seems to understand because they're custom. So if you are doing custom orders, like if you're making dresses or et cetera like that, take pictures of everything you make, everything. And if you've already made it before, you can make it again, kind of thing. So let's say you made green pillows with a bedspread. Take a picture and you can post that. You post that and say that's one of your products. But with that, you would say 30 days to make, or 2 weeks, or whatever you think your time frame would be for that item. And you can market that because that's your own personal product. Bedspreads do great. If you can sew like that, if you can make bedspreads with pillows and some matching curtains, they go so good. And the ones that are custom made, like someone just designed them themselves, cute ones for girls. You could put little butterflies, fairies, etc. There's not very many out there, so they do really, really well. The rest are just more store-bought stuff competing with each other. But if you can do custom stuff, you will do fabulous. There's one lady that I've seen. She makes these pillows where she makes them like individual roses out of fabrics and stick it all over the pillows. She sells those things for like $46 a piece, and you know it only costs $3 to make. So, so you got to be creative. You got to be really creative. And okay, so you're putting your time aside to make sure you answer your emails, work on your web page, etc. And you could get carried away, and you can hyper focus, and days go by, and you're still messing around with this. And try really hard. This is for people who are kind of like me with this. You have to step away and make sure you take care of yourself. That means you take your vitamins. You know, make sure you're eating right. Make sure you're still spending time with your family, cleaning house, laundry, etc. Also, the downside to this, you can you not lose family and friends, but it can cause problems because people who are used to having nothing but free time to do whatever they asked of you, suddenly you're not available. And to that I say, you know, unless they're paying your bills, that's too bad. That's too bad. Unless they're paying for it and they're taking care of everything. So, let's see. Oh, let me check on the room. Hey, welcome. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, let's see. I'm being a chatterbox today. I had to start the show because I'm just being talkative. I'm a little bit hyper today. Welcome to the room. Okay, so where was I? All right. Now, people, especially single moms and people who decide to do this because they need to, they need to redirect their lives. The negative part of it, you can lose boyfriends. And you know what? Don't stop your business and your dreams because of this, okay? Because same thing. Unless they're paying your bills, say shut up. Okay. You can also, let's see. And you know what's so fun about this, especially if you're doing stuff from home and you feel like you're not spending much time with your kids, you can have them help you too. They get excited, especially if you're doing crafts or art. I will tell you this story, and this is a true story. My son was maybe 9 when I was really trying to set this up. And you know those perler beads, those little beads, and you put them, what do you call it? They come in little shapes, like little heart shapes, little bears, etc. And you put the little beads on there, and then you iron them on, and then they're colorful. I made him make a mobile because he was helping. He goes, "Oh, what if I sell these? What if I sell these?" They were so cute. We made these little mobiles. They were so cute. I posted them and we sold them. And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I just put on there, 9-year-old made this, and they sold all of them. He got bored with it, too bad, but I would have loved it in his house. So, all right, okay. So what I wanted to touch on really quick is people who start this, because I don't think I really gave you great advice. I mean, I did, but not in depth. If you're starting this and you're still on AFD assistance or welfare, okay, and how tricky it is because they can make you lose it. So depending on how you do it, don't report anything until you have a steady income, like about a month or two. And you can get a printout. Make sure you can get a printout of your income. But you also need a printout of the money you spent. That means the money that excuse what? Oh, who's he talking to? The money that you spent. This is for websites, shipping, etc. Money going out, and you make sure that you put that. You can show proof of that, because if you can't show proof of it, then they're going to count the whole thing. So wait about 1 or 2 months to make sure you're actually going to do this on a regular basis, and then you report it, and then you start from there. Because if you do it just for that 1 month, then the following month they're going to harass you, and you're going to get penalized all over the place when you made no money. So that is what I wanted to talk. Yes, Boogeyman, I just spent 2 shows telling you how to do that. Did I confuse you? He asked me if I could show him how to set up an internet business. That's funny. Okay, let's see. I'm kind of having a blank moment here. All right. So now to the heavy duty stuff. Okay, let's say you spent 2 months making an income, and I told you not to spend that money. Okay, I know whatever you need to live on. Still, if you start, let's say, if your minimum order for your supplies is $300, if you make $400, you still put that $300 away. That $300 still goes back in the business. If you made $350, you only have $50. And you do that, you do that throughout the whole thing, but for the first couple months until you build up your supplies. Because without the supplies, you don't have a business. And I understand that's like, well, without my rent, I don't have this or I don't have that. And you still have to pay your other things, but you got to look at it like this. Oh, geez. Okay. Now, you still haven't decided what to sell? Well, you need to. I'm getting sidetracked. 1 sec. Let's see. Okay. So now you're getting money, okay? And let's say you have some to spend now. And you already got your domain by now. Now, as far as I did this, okay? You can do this if you have the time, especially with the eBay and some of those sites. I only say eBay because you make the best money off there. You actually sell more because they have outrageous flow of traffic. And you can also do it international. And if you do it international, you should have a PayPal account because they'll print out international labels. So you don't have to deal with any of that. And they'll pay according to their currency. But you can upgrade. If you still want to use that program, you can upgrade to a store. And with the store, it's $19 something a month. And you can put unlimited products on there. And there's a trick you have to do the math though. You got to be really good at the math. Let's say you want to make $500 in a week, at least. but so half. So you're going to have to post $1,000 worth of items. And let's say your items, if you have stuff that you want to sell that already priced at a regular price, like mine, the cheapest thing I got is $9. So that means I would have to post, 100 things a day. Okay, this is outrageous, but there's a way to do it. So do the math and figure out how much you would like to make per week. Make sure you subtract the fees, the fees from PayPal, the fees from the eBay, and the fees that they get extra per item. Right now it's really bad. It's like 20% of your profit. So you got to make sure you do all that math and do it that way. But if you still don't know what you want to sell, just like someone in my chat room, yeah, eBay reaches more people. You need to listen to my show number 1. Just kidding. You need to brainstorm and put all your interest in there and your skills. If your interest is music and you know a lot about music, and it's best to start a business in something you know about. Or if you don't know a lot about it at the time, but very interested in, because this is what you're going to be doing every single day. So it has to be something that you really like. If you like painting, if you like sewing, because this is where your hobby turns into your money. But I think that's about it. I think I just covered. I think that was the last bit that I was missing. As your business grows, and if you want to expand and get your own shop, then start the business plan like I said last time, and go to SBA.com, and they have a lot of different loans. There's one thing called a micro loan, and that's usually for small businesses for under $50,000 or something to start. And you'll have to research the materials you'll need, the building, and put all that in your business plan. And the SBA also, you make an appointment with them for a counseling session, and they will walk you through the whole thing and set you up to get a loan. If you have a profit and loss and no good credit, then you may get a loan. But if you've never sold anything yet, make sure you have great credit. And I think that's it. So are there any questions? Now I'll take calls if you guys, if you need to call in. And if not, I think I'm going to end the show in the hour or in the next 16 minutes. I don't think I need the 2 full hours. I just need that last bit that I was missing from the last show. And that's it. So, let's see. There was something, but you know, if your kids are talented, I would stick their stuff up there for them. It teaches them. I mean, my son, he was so happy. He couldn't believe that anybody bought his little mobiles. It was so cute. So here are some distributors that I do have on hand. They're, for music. Okay, this is for drums. It's called Jamtown, and they're multicultural instruments. They have those bongos, drums. They have all those funky little instruments, and those sell good. There's also Chico Arts. They're a distributor. Torn Ranch. Torn Ranch is they have chocolates, candies, coffees, things like that. I'm not going to give you guys my good ones. These are just some of them. There's also leather imports. This guy's really nice, but his stuff is quite expensive, but it's nice. It's called Prego Leather Exports. And for furniture, gifts, clocks, tapestries, there is TF Imports Incorporated. And let me see what else I got here. Beans and machines. These guys, the machines for the espresso machines and things like that if you have a restaurant. And I don't know if these guys are still in business, but it's called Bentley Display. And that's where you would get all your display furniture. You can get them at cost, and some of them are used, but you could take these to trade shows, craft shows, and they're displays, and they're at bentleysdisplays.com. And let's see. El Paso Saddle. This one has authentic stuff from Mexico and Guadalajara and Honduras. And it's blankets, some international toys and crafts. But they do sell, they're very, very cheap, and they sell in bulk, and they also sell well. Now with okay. So find your interest and get going. Get it moving. Oh, this stuff is so good. It's called Splendid Specialties. Oh, that's from Torn Ranch. Okay, Torn Ranch. They have these tea chocolates. Oh, they're so good. They also have nuts and gift packages. They have biscotti, and everything's already pre-packaged, so you're able to sell those. You don't have to have a business somebody come out and look at your kitchen for them. You can sell things that are already pre-packaged. And for Native American crafts, there's Monique's Native Crafts Ltd. And they give you the display and all the products and everything to help you set up. Those are cool. And also, you know what? If you don't have a store, you can always go to you can always take all these items to a what do they call them now? Flea markets? Meat market? What are they called now? Swap meets? Okay. Well, let me go to my phone line here and see what's going on. Hello, 701?
Hi.
Hey there, how are you?
Good. This is UPS driver.
Hey, it's nice talking to you on the phone.
Yeah. It's called flea markets, by the way.
Is it? Do you remember them used to be called swap meets?
Well, they're called that too, I guess. Around here, I know we call them flea markets, but.
Yeah, I guess but I think I'm done with my whole business series now.
Did you want to quit the show? I was going to ask you, when you were talking about if you want to make like $500, were you talking about gross sales?
Yeah.
So we say like you're talking about $500 a week. You're talking about like you sell $500 worth of stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's like about. I don't know how I did it, but there was one time where once you get started, And I had more time to spend on it, but I wanted to make like 600. My goal was 600 a week because then it would be like a job,
Mm-hmm.
a full-time job. So I would post like $1,000 worth.
Yeah.
And I was making that goal.
Hmm.
Because even if you sell half of it, I still reach that goal.
See, I've got a lot of records I thought about. I've been thinking about for a long time, putting them on eBay and moving some of them. And they would do quite well. They're rare and sought after.
Oh, have you seen them on there?
Yes,
How much
I have.
they go for?
Yeah. And I got virtually nothing invested in them. I mean, I picked them up for a song. So I mean, it's almost pure profit.
Yeah, music and books do good because all you do for them is you put in the, I think it's called the ISB number or something. One of the numbers in the back, and all the stuff is pre-filled out, all the information. So you don't have to do the description.
Well, these here are used records from a long, long time ago. So.
Yeah, you put in the year, like it'll let you select which one and what year, and then the whole thing will be done for you. So that's the cool thing about it. This is only with music, books, and videos and DVDs. I'm sure they have them for games now too. But yeah, so you're thinking about it?
I have been for quite some time. Yeah. It'd make a nice little sideline, adding income.
Yeah, my uncle does it as a hobby. He got one of those little things that you put on the ground to find metal.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes around on the beach, and he's found rings and all kinds of jewelry.
Yeah, there's a few people around here do that too. They go out to the old farm sites and things like that, and find all kinds of interesting stuff. Old abandoned towns that were no longer around. The buildings don't even stand anymore.
He bought he's kind of addicted now. He bought a little mini computer, and he'll drive around to different garage sales and go look at the item and run to his car and see how much it's going for. But he said he's making like $1,200 a month.
Yeah, well, Well, see, I'm kind of looking for something that would be sort of fun to do when I retire here, because I've got enough years in to retire from my job, and I'm just kind of hanging on because I got nothing better to do. And I just think that would be kind of fun. And records are my passion. Yeah, I guess you know that.
Oh yeah.
I've mentioned it before, and I know a lot about it. I mean, I have a lot of knowledge in that area.
So they sell turntables now?
Oh yeah.
Or
they never quit making them.
Oh, they didn't?
No, my daughter gave me one for Christmas last year that hooks up to my computer, so I can play my vinyl and put it in the computer into iTunes, and either put it on my iPod or you can burn CDs or whatever you want to do with it.
And it will play the older albums?
Oh yeah, this one will play 33s, 45s, and the old 78s even. I believe.
Wow.
No, just this one here's one 33 and 45, I guess. I have another one that plays the 78s.
Oh wow.
That was a German-made one that I bought.
I still have my only turntable. It was like one of those Kmart special things, and I got it when I was like 15 years old, and I still have that.
Does it still work good?
It doesn't have a needle.
Yeah, that's the problem. You can get needles for them, though.
Yeah, it's funny, though. I just never put it back. I never used it again because everybody was laughing at my record player, but I'm glad I kept it.
Oh, yeah.
It still works.
I've got a number of them that I've just picked up at garage sales and things. You go and some of the things are like brand new yet, and they look like they haven't got a mark on them or anything, and it looks like the people hardly even played a record on. They use them for the radio or something, and I pick them up, bring them home, and they'll use them.
That was funny the other day when we were talking about 8-track tapes.
Mm-hmm.
My mom got me one. She just got me a 8-track tape player, and I was like, what is that? 'Cause I was only like 8 years old. And then my one tape was Rod Stewart. And I was like, who's that? and one disco thing. And I remember I was so mad because it was one of those fake disco ones, like with not the original singers.
Oh, okay.
And I was so upset. I was like, Mom, this isn't the singer. She goes, well, it's the same song. And I was crying.
Yeah, I know. Mom and Dad used to always buy those budget records, that sounds just like,
Yeah, exactly. And I'd be all
No.
devastated. She's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. They never had a clue.
But it's so funny because Matthew now, he listens to songs that are covers of other songs, and he don't care. So I guess the kids now don't care, but back then I was just like devastated. I was like,
well, I have to have the original. I mean, I like different people if they have a hit and do covers of the songs too. But I still am into the originals, and I like the original pressings. All the original vinyl and stuff like that. So
that's the only thing that's different now, because it was cool having the whole album, and then you'd sit there for hours, drooling over the whole album, reading everything they put on there.
Right. Yeah. That was kind of that was neat.
Yeah, and then looking at all the pictures and just like reading everything.
Yeah, I used to lay on the I'd put a record on the stereo, and I lay on the floor on the carpet and just as I listened to the music, reading or following if they had the lyrics in the liner notes. I'd sit.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and you would follow them.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's different. It's not, for some reason, that seemed more personal.
Oh.
It was like they made that cover just for you, It's like,
yeah. You got Canadian Rocks is in your chat room.
oh, hey there. Thank you for telling me. Oops. Canadians Rock.
My best friend was from Canada.
Boogie Man, daytime minutes are up. What do you need, Boogie Man?
Oh, I think he wanted. Oh, yeah, I think he wanted to call in after 9 because with this nighttime minutes on the cell phone must be. I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That's what he was getting at.
Why did somebody think this show was a joke? Do you think this is a joke? I'm very serious.
Yeah, and I mentioned in there it was serious. It's just not. It's not. You're just not dead serious. I mean, you're not. You have fun with it a little bit too. I don't know what the person was looking for. I don't think what it was. What they're looking for wasn't what you're.
Yeah, I've been to other business shows and.
Where they're very matter of fact.
Yeah, and also some of them are always trying to sell you something.
Oh.
They sound all professional in business, but at the end, they're trying to sell you something. And
yeah, that always makes me uncomfortable.
I hate that. That. And this one, I mean, I'm being serious. Okay, if someone like me can do this, then.
Right. You're filling a niche here. That for a niche person out there that's in the same situation you were in, and giving them an opportunity or an option.
Exactly. I'm not I put on there. I'm not a total professional. I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
But this is how I make money.
And you're not looking to sell anything to make any money off them either. I mean, you're just offering your own advice.
But even if they're on all those things, and I know they don't like to hear it, but because remember that story of my brother I told you yesterday?
Yeah.
And I realized I left out. After all that, I told you about him living in a shack and refusing all the assistance.
Mm-hmm.
He went from that shack to a 5-bedroom, brand new built house with a pool in 6 years.
Wow. That's
so it's
good.
like he could have just went with the whole program. He could have went and just pulled it over.
Yeah, and if he would have done that, he'd probably still be living that same situation.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I guess that was what my point was. It was where 5 years later he could have still been in there, like you said, that shack. He could have still been living in that area, and but now he has a brand new house. That was built just for him.
Well, it was a good story. Yeah.
And he didn't have no money. I guess he's part of the people that got help getting homes. But he actually pays his mortgage, so he doesn't really qualify, under that plan to help her. What's that called?
You mean the bailout thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got one of those loans to get it, but he still has his house.
See, one of the guys I worked with, he retired, and his brother lives out in California, and he went, and I think his brother's like in the 60s, and he went and bought a house a couple years ago for an awful lot of money out there, and was looking to have it for a couple years and then sell it and make money. Well, now the bottom dropping out of the housing price, so he looks like he's going to lose his house and lose his whole investment.
Oh.
So that wasn't a smart move.
Yeah, I felt bad. Somebody got a house and they let me stay in there, and they were helping me out with it. And their house, I think she lost her house too.
Wow.
She got into the same thing.
And I know different ones too are buying more houses, have a house and buying another house as an investment to make money, and that can get. As long as the market's going up, it's okay. But you can also lose everything you have too. Of course, if you lose everything, you just start over again. If you
Once
make
you
the
lose
one,
the
you
house,
make
though,
it again.
can you?
Well, you got to start over from scratch. Rebuilding your life.
Yes.
But you can. But the thing is, once you do it, if you know how to do it one time, you can do it again.
Yeah. Should I try to take this 00 call? What do you think?
Well, that's up to you.
Will it be that guy? No. 00, you're on the line? Hello?
I don't hear nothing.
I heard a TV set.
Yeah, I heard something like that too. Well, here Boogeyman says he's 210.
Oh. Okay.
And
oh, you're 780. Okay.
well, I said 00.
Who's 00? I did. I said 00.
Yeah.
00,
you're on the line?
do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Ah, good. I just wanted to comment on your last question. Maybe I think this whole program is a joke. That was one of your questions.
What program?
You asked if your show tonight was a joke.
No.
Somebody asked me that.
What do you think?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, how can you start a support group for starting a business if you admit you don't know anything about business?
How to start a business from nothing like I did.
Well, how'd you do that?
Is this the same guy that called me last time? Hello? Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy that called last time?
I have no idea.
He sounds familiar.
But I think if he can hear, listen to your first program and you talk all about what you've done in the archives, would be the best thing to do. Get caught up on it.
Yeah.
And you have a business. I've seen your business, and it's quite an impressive website.
Oh, thanks.
I think.
Thanks. I'm still working on it because I was trying to change it. I kind of don't know what I'm trying to do with it because I want to change my products to something different a little bit. I'm trying to go into where I can make clothing for just everybody.
Oh.
Not just one market.
Yeah.
But as the orders keep coming in, I still haven't had time to make the other stuff.
Well, if you're getting all kinds of business that you can't hardly keep up with now, why would you need to expand? Unless you were going to take on extra help or something.
Yeah,
it
looks like that's what. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm going to have to do.
Okay.
So I went ahead and I'm redoing my business plan. I'm going to go ahead and try to get see if I can get funding, so that I could get at least an employee or two. To
help make the things, or?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know you spend a lot of hours doing that.
Exactly. Like tonight I'll be staying up because I have 4 bras that have to go out by tomorrow. I already did the bases and everything. I just got to decorate them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be staying up all night tonight trying to get those out. But it's fun. I mean, it's nice. I mean, I still have work, and it looks like I'm getting a lot of emails, so there might be a rush for the Christmas. So you might not see me.
Well, when we get our Christmas rush too, I'm not going to be around a whole lot either. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. After Thanksgiving, our volume just goes. Well, our volume's been up in this part of the country. Our economy here is so strong right now. But after Thanksgiving, though, our volume absolutely goes nuts.
That's right, Christmas time.
But we put on a lot of extra help though too, so that helps quite a bit.
So how many stops do you have? That means you're going to be wow. Because I remember that one day you told me how many stops you had in one day. I was amazed. Yeah. I thought it was more like 20.
Oh, no, I deliver a rural area, so I cover maybe 300 miles in a day. So if you're in town, doing residentials in town like that, then you're going to do a lot more stops than what I do, quite a bit more. But then you're not going to have the miles to drive.
That's crazy. No wonder UPS drivers have nice legs.
I don't think
they have to keep
nice
getting
legs,
up and down the stairs. That's funny.
That's a lot of trips up and down out of the truck. That's why I've been having problems with my knees. I've been doing this for 30 years, so I mean there's been a lot of up and down, and carrying a lot of weight around and stuff like that. So because our boxes go up to 150 pounds. Of course, we use carts and stuff too, but.
Wow.
I was really upset though that you were telling everybody to use post office tonight.
Oh, that's right. Well, you guys always make everybody sign for stuff, and people start yelling at me like, "Why didn't they just drop it off?" I'm like, "I don't know.
Oh. No. Most of my customers we don't get signatures for. We just leave them.
Oh, okay. I think UPS is good, everyone. You can use them too, and they also do it online. If I
was going to be selling records, I'd probably go through the post office too, though. So.
Yeah, but they do online also, right? You can print out your things on UPS.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people do that. You can use your credit card and print labels.
And do they give the boxes also?
I'm not sure how that works. I don't think so. I think you got to buy any supplies. I do know that they get labels.
Oh, I know they do. Yeah, I know they do labels because I remember before Kinko's went to FedEx, they were using UPS, and then somehow them two became one. I don't know how. FedEx bought them or somebody bought them.
Yeah. See, Staples, I know that Staples has used UPS accounts where people can take the package and ship from UPS through them. I don't even think they even charge anything extra.
Yeah. So I'm sorry about that. I wasn't trying to discredit.
No, I'm just kidding. I get paid the same no matter what happens. So. Although we do have employee-owned stock, so I mean that. You're probably dropping my stock price down.
No, well, I remember people used to get mad and call. Not me, where I worked.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just drop it on this? But this is California too, so I don't know. It could be different everywhere. Yeah.
Well, my daughter lives up towards San Francisco area there, and she's really mad at her UPS driver there. So. Because it all depends on the people that are doing the work. if a guy goes out there and doesn't do the job they're supposed to do and serve the customer, you're going to have a ticked off customer.
Oh, yes.
So the people on my route, I'm happy to say they request my service. So I mean they want to see me bring it around because they know they're going to get it that way. But like I said, I've been over backwards for them too, though. So.
Okay, Boogeyman, I'm going to take your call here. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. 201. Hello.
Mr. Boogeyman, how you doing?
Hi. How are you?
Doing okay. Now, I like to get something started, but I just know how to, internet type thing,
Mhm.
But basically, I wouldn't know what to sell or how to go about it, because I got some junk, but nothing, So a DVD once a year, but that's it. But it's really nice to get something on the side, brings a little cash in. You know what I mean?
Yes. Did you listen to part 1?
Yeah, I think I called too, right?
Yeah. Did you hear what I said though?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That one broke it down.
That was you did quite good, I thought, on that. Yeah, putting ideas out there for people.
Well, I saw some stuff you're talking about, but I'm talking about something that, I saw a few things you had, but I mean, something you bring in or normal income, regular.
Yeah, well, you have to start from the beginning.
I know, I understand that too.
And then,
but
then you kind of see how it goes.
You know anything online you can pick up? Stuff you do online. You know what I say?
What do you mean on?
Like I think certain things you can go online, do a service for somebody online, like online, okay?
Okay.
And you come off of that. Do anything like that, or how to go about it? I mean, because really, as far as selling stuff, I have nothing, okay?
Oh, you mean someone like drop shipping?
No, I mean it'd be great if I could. You sell like retail stuff, basically, right?
Yeah, you need to get a resale license first, and then you can
first I need to sell it yourself.
Because then you can sell stuff at a cost.
Oh, I know, but first you gotta have something to sell.
Yeah, you can buy things at cost, but you gotta have a resale license. And then you can find there's some business directories that have a bunch of distributors. And then you look at whatever you're interested in selling, whether it's music, movies, books.
Well, I know, but I got to get those things to sell in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I would
would be great. So that's what I'm trying to say. I need some sort of something to get it all going. You understand where I'm trying to come from?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Even in the very beginning, just to get the money so that you can get your first stock in. Okay. Empty out your house. Find whatever you can and post it to sell. Do you know what I mean?
No. Well, I mean, I don't get too much to empty out.
I could give you a suggestion.
I got some junk, okay, but nothing like a lot of junk. I mean, I got little books and stuff. I got some books, but I might put these books on eBay. But it's not like say.
You got books. Do you make things?
Yeah.
Do you know how to make something? Are you artistic?
I used to paint all the time. That's something I would do for my own thing, Not something a business would work. Okay, I wouldn't want to do that, I wouldn't sell stuff like my paintings on eBay, no way. But what I'm trying to, it'd be something like how can I say? Yeah, I mean, I told you I'm into fine art, right? I mean, it's been a while since I've done it, but I've been told I have a gift. Well, that's on the side. That's something like a hobby,
I know, but you got to if you want to, if you need to get the money to get your first stuff, you're going to have to use something that you don't have. You're going to have to use one of your skills. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, you can paint, right? So maybe like for Christmas, I don't know, see if you can paint some windows on the old section area or something at some shop.
Windows. I paint on canvases.
Okay, well then you didn't want to. You just said you didn't want to.
No, windows on a shop. Okay.
No, but if you want to paint on canvas, you can also sell those too.
I know, but it's goodness. I came across a really I messed you guys' minds the other day. I came on a show and they're talking about, get this, a virtual, how can you say it, nation, okay? They said the United States of America and the United States of Earth, okay? It's crazy. These guys had a thing going, okay, where they actually had their own government, okay? President. This guy said he had his own everything, okay? He campaigned, all this stuff. A couple guys on there, and I'm not quite sure exactly how. And he was going on, okay? And I said, well, basically, so they're model up the democracy, you know, like the United States, okay, and stuff. But he had a vice president, and I said, well, you got a military. He says, do you have any wars? He said, yeah, we finished World War III just recently. I go, really? How long it takes? It's about an hour. But they had this virtual thing going on somewhere, you know, and it's really cool. But I really got this guy messed up. I already got this guy worried, okay, because what he did is I said, well, he also told me he had a vice president, okay, just been assassinated, all right? Okay, but it's all virtual stuff, all right? Now, check this out. I really like this guy, so, and he said he had 10 assassination types in his life, but it's all virtual stuff, so it's not real, you know? But I really got this guy going, okay, because he said, well, the terrorist organizations, he thinks, okay, but they never caught nobody, see? He also said that the guy who started the war was the governor of America, and they had lethal injected him, okay, because they just stopped the war. I don't know, but this is how I messed with the guy's mind, okay? I said, think about this, okay, dude? I think someone's out to get you. He says, what do you mean? I says, well, think about it. You've had 10 attacks on your life, all right? They just took your vice president out. You're not quite sure it is like this rogue nation says, yeah. So I go, you know what I think? I think it's like a JFK thing. He said, what do you mean? You know, some people think JFK was taking out the whole government. I think he got a rogue government.
I am so lost.
No, finish this. I know, it's crazy. What I'm trying to say is all virtual stuff. This guy made there's a virtual government going on, okay? Then I got this guy so worried, okay, and so implicated. See, probably his buddies are in this too, okay? And he says, no, I don't think my buddy's got the balls to this. I say, you had 10 somebody's got the balls to go after, you know? So I says, you know what I think going? You got a coup going on, you know? He says, and when I say when I kept playing this guy's mind, he goes like, yeah.
Oh, weird.
So I got this guy. It was weird, but I was playing this guy. So now I got this guy worried, okay, that they're actually the people in his own country, which he made, okay, are trying to assassinate him. I got inside this guy's head. It was so funny, you know. And now he thinks it was amazing. He had some sort of a thing like a virtual community going on, okay, an actual globe, all right. And it's model of democracy, okay? They had two third countries, okay? And people would be the president. They have everything, you know, supposedly, okay? But I got this guy, he brought the assassination stuff up, you know? But I went down there and I said, how do you assassinate in a virtual thing, you know? I couldn't get that. He explained it. When I got this guy so worried, okay, now he actually thinks, okay, there are people in his own cabinet, which are probably his buddies, you know? They're trying to assassinate him. It was so funny. I almost got lost too, you know. I redid it, okay?
Well, I'm already lost. I have no idea. So you're talking about a game?
That's what I thought it was too. It's a virtual nation, okay? This virtual world, okay? This guy's made it up. It's not real, okay? It's not real. It's not real. The people are real, okay? I'm assuming, but what happened is they had this whole thing going like a world, okay?
Okay.
And there's a president of this guy was the president of one country, okay? And he kind of explained to me, okay, just because sort of straight, okay, short story, you know. So what happens is, he said they have, you know, people can be legislators, you know, whatever, everything, okay, you know. If you signed up, you could be in his cabinet, right? You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know how you go about it, how you go to it, okay? But I went after this guy, and he told me, okay, the 10 sessions, I guess it's like a game. I have no idea, okay? It's got to be. But what happened is, he said, the 10 temps on his life, okay? It's got to be like a game. What I try to say is, I got this guy so worried, okay, that now he thinks there's an actual rogue.
That's really bad, Boogeyman.
What?
Why'd you do that to him?
Because I just messed with his mind.
Don't do that.
Why not? I mean, it was this guy. I mean, he actually, but I mean, it was amazing that he bought into it.
That's bad. You're so naughty. So
he's got to get over it. He's got to. But see, I thought this.
Okay.
Huh? I just had fun with it. That's all. But it's really no, but really it's something. These guys they had this thing going. Okay, was formed or this own virtual community. Okay, and they patterned off of real world items that's going on now too.
Well,
the whole whole thing, the economy, everything. And really, I mean, someone had really got something detailed going, which was really amazing, which I was being blown away by. But I got this guy now worried. Okay, that there's an internal coup.
Well, you better go tell him that you didn't mean it, and that you were messing with him.
I did mean it, though.
So are you going to pay?
Huh?
What are you going to do to make money?
Yeah, let's get back to business here.
Let's get back to my stuff. Okay, yeah, honestly, I'd really like to find something, okay, like a money type thing, but I'd love to get some selling stuff online. That'd be great, okay? But, I mean, really, I'm trying to find out how to get a start, you know what I mean? And if I could probably get a loan. I know I could get a loan, extra credit. What I'm trying to say is the actual items, how to get started, You kind of see what I'm trying to get?
Yeah.
I really don't know what the product. I really know what the product I'd be. Cause we're trying to sell something on a regular basis, not just a one-time thing. Deal cash.
No, I know.
Something,
I know. But you don't have the money to start with, anyways, right?
Oh, I could get it. I could get a loan, no problem. But
okay.
What I'm trying to say,
if you don't need it that way, you'll have to just brainstorm.
What I'm trying to say, I need to find some sort of product, okay?
Yeah, you need to brainstorm.
Yeah, you sell Indian type stuff, right? Clothing and syrup stuff, right?
Belly dancing clothes.
Okay, yeah, right. So you got a product which you can make and regularly, sell it out, which you do, which is great. But I'm trying to figure out something where I could actually, do that. But I'm not quite sure exactly how I get about a regular type of, find basically a job online, somehow, because there are ways you can make money online, There are a lot of scams out. There's more scams than anything else, okay? But what I'm trying to say, it'd be really nice to bring a little income on the side.
Yeah. Well, you got to find it.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you.
Well, I told you how to find it, but you're just like, I don't know what you want.
No, UPS driver, you got any ideas? How about this? The actual, I'm trying to get if I got my actual start type thing, that's what I'm trying to get going. As far as I need to figure out something which I could keep on recycling. Okay, anything like that to actually bring cash in.
Yeah, this is something you have to research for yourself, I think. Like I say, if I was gonna, Rose has got her line that she does.
I understand. You got records and stuff, which you can do.
I have that, but and that's a hobby of mine that is a very strong passion. So it's something I would just, I've been doing this kind of stuff for years. I used to sell at flea markets, and I used to go to record shows like in Milwaukee and Minneapolis, things like that, and Fargo.
And mine was a hobby too, because I liked art. Mine was more for the art. But it ended up being the belly dancing stuff. But when I started, it was coffee, candies, and gift items. And then it was CDs with belly dancing tapes. And then this just happened.
Did you make your own tapes or something, or what?
No, because I didn't know. I couldn't find my niche. So I went ahead and sold products I was interested in. And then after a couple of years, this just came about. It just came by accident.
How did you get these products? How do you make a profit off these products? Do you buy them somewhere and then sell them as a profit on eBay or something?
You got
products. Where you get? Okay. I'm trying to get an inch. That'd be great. See, I need something like that. Okay. I've heard people buy auctions.
Rose, didn't you mention a bunch of places that on the internet you could buy stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you need a resale license. You have to go get your resale license, which it should be free.
Which we call a sales tax permit here in our state.
Oh yeah, is that what they call? Oh,
that's what we call it here at sales.
Be different.
Yeah, that's what we call it here at sales tax.
State?
What?
Because I know I'm still eBay. I'm selling stuff, and they said you got to have a sales tax if you sell. I'm in San Antonio. Say I sell some guy in Dallas, okay? They have a sales tax, okay?
Okay.
But say I sell somebody in their state, I don't need that. This is just eBay. I only sell one thing on eBay, okay? Just messing around, all right? But basically,
where do you live at, Boogie?
I live in San Antonio, Texas.
In Texas, okay. Yeah, you just have to check to see how your laws work there and stuff as far as running a business goes. I would imagine it's probably a lot easier than living in the state in California.
Yeah. You need a number, and then once you get that number, you call the different manufacturers and distributors, and then you get them at cost, and then you can sell them. You can get computers at cost. You can get computers for $100. You know.
$100.
But you have to have that number.
How do you get a computer? How do you get a computer for $100?
If you get it from the distributor.
$100? We're talking a good computer?
You have
like
to
a laptop thing?
Well, come on, you know what I mean. You got to get it from the manufacturer or whoever makes them. But you can only get it at cost. That means how much it costs them to make it.
You mean like Dell, right?
Dell might. I'm not sure. You have to be a storefront for Dell. Like certain ones you'll have to be a storefront for.
So basically you get someone else's items and sell for them, but a profit, right?
You have to buy so many. Like they'll have a minimum order. So they'll
I knew I heard a guy once, what he did is he'd go to auctions, okay, buy the things, okay, sell on eBay, okay, for money, let's say, for a profit. And he made pretty good well. He did quite well at it.
Yeah,
but
you gotta do your research and you gotta figure it out.
But that'd be great. I love
different.
Cash and stuff.
But if you go for quick, rich things or like people who will drop ship for you and stuff, you're gonna.
That's scams. Those are all scams.
Yeah, they're all scams.
I went down and tried that work at home thing, and they're all scams. Every single one. They want money, and they want this and stuff. I tried it one time and got screwed. Give $30 for it.
If you complete something like for old ladies, they'll send them stuff to make and say, oh, we're going to pay you so much for each one you get done, and then they never get their check, things like that.
Well, I don't know those, but I went down. I can't remember what was okay. I said, let's try it, and give them $30, and they'll do whatever. It was a scam because I didn't get jack out of it, but I learned my lesson on that one. Okay.
So you do have to spend money to make money. And what I was trying to teach these last two tapes was that if you don't have any money, how to start, so that you can make yourself money, so that you can have your
how to do it on a shoestring.
Yeah.
No, okay, you got these belly dance distributors, you said, right?
It only because I was working for that company. You had
an in, right?
I ended up having an account because all I had to do was call them up, and they gave me an account, but I had to have my number still.
You had an in.
I got
right? What? You had an in. You know what I mean by when you have an in?
Well, the way I had it, I would have found them eventually, but I just knew about them already, so I didn't have to go searching. Am I confused? Hey, Delaney. Nice to see you. Did I confuse you? So, are you going to paint?
It's a hobby, it's something that I enjoy.
This was a hobby too.
Well, yeah, but you make these things on these my
what you could do?
What?
Well, I know that some of the artists around this area do. They pick up these old saw blades, or even old hand saws. And then on the blades they paint murals and stuff on them, and for like arts and crafts type thing. Or you can do it on plates if you're a painter. If you have a talent, you can slap paint on a lot of different things and sell them. You know, it doesn't have to be on canvas even.
Oh, and I know this one girl. I'm serious. She made a lot of money. I don't know if you live near what do you call it? A tourist area? Do you?
San Antonio's second biggest. San Antonio's second biggest source of income, I guess you say,
this
is
girl.
tourists.
Okay,
Yeah.
she was
Riverwalk.
just
Yeah, definitely.
She's an art student. She got 3 big slabs of wood, right? And she carved out like a family, and one was a dinosaur or something like that, with the head in the middle, the hole in the middle for your head. She painted these boards, and people had to pay her to take pictures of their kids in them. She just sat there, but she made a lot of money. She made a lot.
I've seen those things.
That's being creative.
Yeah.
I've seen those things before. Yeah.
She made a lot. She just sat there in her chair. She had her back then, what is it, Polaroid or whatever, for people who didn't have a camera, you know. But for others who had cameras, she'd have them pay like $7, and they could take a picture with her art piece, and she made a lot of money.
With their own camera? Wait, she charged $7 to take a picture with their own camera?
No, because people had their own cameras, but the ones that didn't, she would take a picture for them. You know, for a little extra, of course, but she would take the picture for them.
So she went and got these things painted, right? Put their face, but the people would go up, walk behind her, right? Stick their face in, okay? And she makes some cash off that way, huh?
Mhm. And she just sat there in her chair. She would just go to like different craft shows and craft shows or street fairs.
Yeah, but see, San Antonio and the Alamo, they kind of, you can't kind of just sit outside, you know, at that, you know, like a vendor type thing, unless there's something going on. And if you do, you got to buy a vendor's table. I know about those things too.
Yeah, but you made money because.
No, that's part of cost of doing business.
Yeah, you have to spend the money to make it. So you gotta. But for her, let's say her booth was $20. I know she made about $400. And so she, you know, one afternoon she made, you know, $300 just sitting there in her chair.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but when you're an artist, you can think of stuff like that, you know, and make that extra money, and then you can invest it into your actual business idea.
But I really not. What I'm trying to figure out is actually something to recycle. You know what I mean? You've got your. I know you sell cave, and you keep on doing regular basis. You kind of. I understand how you got there, but I'm trying to say I need a something to profit of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure this out. I've been trying to figure this out for years. I mean, really, I've been thinking about it because you know there's tremendous opportunity now. You know, with the internet. You know, it can be.
My main thing was to make a real profit. You have to have your own product.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're going to have to make something. You're going to have to create and make something from scratch.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying. I have to get something. I understand you got your own product and you make stuff there at home, you know, or okay. But what I really need to do is get something, you know, where I can do something like that, you know, like my own product. I got a buddy who's got something, but it's totally different thing. But I need to get something because that'd be great. Or if I get some, I mean, there's other stuff you can do online too besides selling products, which is there's all kind of stuff. They're mostly scams. I noticed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's. Am I talking confusing, Mr. UPS man?
No, I follow you just fine.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you are. Oh, thank
you. Yes.
Oh, I don't think it shows a joke either, like the other fool did.
No, they're probably. You know what? They're probably someone from some other business show that is scamming people. That's
the guy that called in, he did say, and then he said that he thought you were a joke or something, right?
Yeah,
because
but they're usually. It's probably somebody that belongs to another actual business show.
Oh, you think so, maybe?
Mhm.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, they scam people.
And then trying to discourage you, right?
Yeah.
So you won't take their business.
We got a Lillian Brummett in the chat room. She's a business owner.
Oh, very cool. Oh, hi. Welcome to the room.
Well,
see, she would know then. Oh, you sell drums? Oh, I gotta write you. I need you. No, sometimes if I get mean emails and stuff from people with the business thing, it's usually people who have those businesses where they what do you call it? Rip people off. They try to seem all professional, but the real business people.
There are so many scams out there.
Yeah.
There's so many scams. It's unbelievable. Because I tried that work, but there are so many scams out there. It's just unfathomable. I mean, you put it down. You could tell because they promise the world. You know.
Yeah.
In one day you'll make 15,000. No, you're not gonna make 15,000 in one day. You know. I don't care what it is.
Because anybody in business knows it's not a joke. No matter how small you are, even if you don't have a lot, they know it's not a joke. You know. Mm-hmm. So the ones that do act like that are usually into the scamming.
I know a friend, okay, but he sells some stuff on eBay.
Really quick.
He has a business, okay.
Wait. It's called Drummett Percussions, and it's BRUMMET.ca. There, I had to plug you in. So you guys can go there, and she's.
I got her.
You got her?
Yep.
Drum repairing and teaching business. Awesome. And she provides. Woo-hoo! Okay.
I think it was the longest time, you know. I had to get something like that going, you know, on a regular basis. I mean, I'm trying to figure this out. I can't get that one, let's say, first block, you know, because I really don't got a lot.
It's going to take trial.
I think you're spending too much time. I think you're spending too much time thinking about it. Yeah, I should get an action plan going.
You got to just start doing. And you're going to make mistakes. You're going to find out I don't like this, and you're going to change it, and then you're going to find out you don't like this.
You got to get that part going too. What I'm trying to say, I need something to how can I say? It'd be great to sell anything, okay? I'd be happy to sell $10 or something, you know. Actually, I do collect unique items, real unique items, high dollar items, okay. But I got them because I know what I'm buying, okay. As far as the trading cards, okay. But like I got like something like worth $500, you know. Because I know what I'm looking for in that, okay. But it's not like something you'd really. Let's say I got cards that are like numbered to 10, okay, in the whole world, okay. And they got signatures and stuff. But I mean, I know what to look for, okay. And I know a scam too, as far as pricing and stuff, you know. So I know let's say I know a bargain, okay, when I see it. But that's a different thing. But that's one thing I know about, definitely. And but it's something I don't know. I'm trying to get something where I can make some cash off eBay. I haven't really figured out. You know, you can burn music online, but you know you can't sell the whole thing, right? You know, who buy it anyway because it good sells.
Well, I'm gonna pick up a call from the owner of the little business. Drummett. Is it little or is it huge? Well, she's not on the line yet. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's fine. I have some unique items. I collect unique items, okay? And a lot of them are, let's say, trading cards, like football cards. But they're not like football cards. No, well, they're not like football cards you get in packs, okay? They're very special unique items, okay? Like say there are like 5 in the whole world, okay? You know,
okay, let me get
5 trading card, and like they have piece of jersey and autographs. I know what to look for, okay? I know what are more. Let's say, I know a scam. I know no scam that too, as far as pricing wise, okay? But it's like that's something, you know, on the side. But I'm trying. I need something to sell. You know.
All right. Well, here's 250. You're on the line. Hello?
Hi there, it's Lillian calling in.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks very much. I wanted to touch on something that you mentioned there, and that is actually, you know, about following your passion. You know, when you know that you have something that you really believe in, you want to follow through with it. Don't let somebody tell you that it isn't going to work. I remember, it must have been about 20 years ago. I don't want to date myself too much, but about 20 years ago, I was starting a business from scratch, and I went to this, it was a local business organization helping new businesses start out, And they had me go through this whole business plan thing. I went to a course and learned about business plans and marketing plans, and I had to do research on the service that I was trying to offer, which was a cleaning service too. I wouldn't call them elite, but more they're affluent. They have a lot of extra. You know, they're 3-4 car garage type homes.
Wow.
And that's the clientele that I was aiming for. And when I started doing that, the group that I was working with said, look, you got great research skills. You're very optimistic. You're very organized. You have everything that makes the business to work. But when we look at the numbers as compared to how many services are already providing a service in that regard, I had 140 competitors in that region. And so to me, that's too many competitors. You're never going to make it. You need to pick something else. Well, I turned around and I did my own thing. I looked, okay, well, how can I look like a purple snowflake in the snowstorm, you know? How can I be different amongst all those people? So I looked at how can I appear to be professional for that crowd. I started getting uniforms. I got signs for my vehicle. I went door to door and I put flyers that were that I printed myself, and I cut myself, and I put little ribbons on them, and I made it really interesting so that people were, when they came home, there was this beautiful decorated wrapped up scroll on their door, and they opened it up and there was about my service. So that really got me going.
Oh, neat.
A year I was turning away work. I was hiring staff, and actually that business ran strong for 6 years. I was self-employed very happily for 6 years, and I occasionally hired staff when things got really tough that would help me through the real tough heavy traffic times, and other times I would just have the odd occasional part-time girl as well as myself. Sometimes I even had to drag my husband in when it got really, really busy. But, you know, I kept it at a good mate where I was happy. I could have grown, but I wanted to keep it there. You know, unfortunately, that was taken away from me because of an accident, and I moved on to other things, including writing and helping my husband build his business, which we now share together, which is drum and percussion that you mentioned earlier. But I wanted to let everyone know out there, don't let people tell you that there's too much out there. It's the same with being a writer. When you venture into the world, it's overwhelming. I mean, in the United States alone, there's 170,000 books released annually. How are you going to stand up amongst those, let alone the ones that are coming up next year and the ones that came out last year and so forth? It's just, it seems overwhelming. But you just look, how are you going to stand out? And that's your key. And follow your passion. That's really where you need to go. Don't let people tell you you can't do it. You can.
Yeah.
Amazing. Great.
Yeah, wow. That's how mine happened, through an accident. And that's how I found mine.
You know, there's a lot of people that I interview that say that very same thing, that the catalyst in their life was something that might be seen as extreme or traumatic to certain people, whether it was downsizing or suddenly finding themselves homeless or suddenly themselves with illness or accidents like you and I, that really helped them realize that that road that they were going, that path that they were on, was a treadmill that wasn't right for them, and they were just going in a circle. And it was sort of, I guess, I don't know if it was like this for you, but for me, it took a while, but after I got over the depression and the poor me and got back onto looking at it more proactively, I realized it was really an opportunity for me to follow what I wanted to do all along. And so, you know, it's all in how we look at it. It could be a traumatic thing for us, or it could be the greatest opportunity for us.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, not funny, but that's how mine happened too. I had an accident. I ended up homeless, like for a week, you know, and my whole life just changed after the accident. And I was devastated, and I went through the whole depression. But that's how I found it. That's how I don't think I ever would have got here if it wasn't for that. Not that it was meant, but you know what I mean. It's a blessing in disguise.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, like they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And when you're in the midst of it, all you can see is the mud around you. It's hard to see everything, you know, the fresh air and the sunshine when you're wallowing in the mud pit. It's very difficult to get out of that. But once you make that step, once you realize that it really is up to you to step up and open that door, no one else can do it for you. No one's going to come along and take your hand and and there, little girl, here, we're going to take care of you. That isn't going to happen. So you really have to stand up and open that door, and it's there. It's just waiting for you to turn the handle.
Yeah, because I remember thinking, what am I going to do? I can't work. What, I couldn't do anything. And then when I was walking again and everything, nobody would hire me because suddenly I was unhireable. So
Exactly.
I was like, what am I going to do? I have to do something. So I literally had to start from nothing. And that's why I was having the show, because I had to figure out how to make money to start it. You know what I mean? The seed money. It's like I didn't have any money. So I went through my closet and just started making stuff and posting it and trying to get the money to start. But, well, I'm so glad you came into the room.
Well, thank you.
That is such a... I love drums. Is it all kinds of drums? Like,
Yeah, well, he repairs all different types of drums, but he builds various types of djembes. He's even rebuilt an ancient, a banjo that was made with some real animal skins, and he was able to piece there and put that together again. He does a lot of various types of instruments, but mostly hand drums and doing drum kit repairs. And he does students, locally. He has mostly young students, and believe it or not, most of them are females. And same with our hand drum workshops. Most of them are females, and most of them are in the baby boomer range, that whole seeking.
Really?
Yeah.
Women?
I think they're very much into the seeking themselves, and they've really freed themselves of these barriers that us younger folks tend to have, where we tend to sort of, we see these barriers. We have these walls. We don't want to do that. What will people think, or whatever our problem is. But I think once you get past that, in that baby boomer age, they get much more freer, and they're so much more willing to try things, and they just have the most wonderful time. They really make the workshops a lot of fun.
Well, it's like with the belly dancing, the women I sew for, some of them are in their 50s and 60s. When you look at them, though, they look like they're like in their 30s, 20s, because the way they move, it's like if I move like that, I'll hurt myself. But, where when they were younger, they wouldn't have even thought of doing it because they were too self-conscious, and now they're just, oh, nothing's going to hold me back. I'm going to try it, And there's one lady who has some spinal problem, and she still dances because nothing's going to hold her back, So it's kind of
You write poetry too, huh, Lillian?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I actually started writing poetry as a writer. It was sort of, for me, like a bit of a healing tool. When I was younger, I had sort of a broken home, and my mom was married, she's been married 4 times now. 2 of those husbands were finding me more attractive than they should have. I was on my own when I was 14. And so, I put myself through school and, grew up on my own and had a lot of issues to deal with. And poetry was the catalyst to help me get out of my own little personal hell and deal with it. And now, of course, it's a tool for me to understand life and understand my feelings about where I'm going to go as far as, my value and purpose in life and that. So, yeah, it was really cool to have that book published, and it was really, really cool to have a band make a song out of it. I've had the poetry published all over UK, Africa. It's cool. It's an amazing thing, and so many people have, contacted me. So emotional about some of the pieces. There's a couple of pieces in there that deal with the actual abuse that really brings back a lot of memories for people, and they have to deal with that. So most of it is very upbeat, but there are some in there that deal with that, and also the sort of neglect, abandonment issues that some youth go through. And really, my main thing is hoping that that book in particular is going to help people that help those individuals, those youth that are going through that anger and self-hate and shame and disconnection to the world, not relating to those around them because they're so different inside, and so much going on. And adults, there's no handbook for them to help use like that. So that was my main purpose for getting the book together, rather than publishing the pieces one at a time, which was what I was doing before.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I wish I could write. My grammar is horrible.
Actually, you know what? I'm dyslexic. And
serious?
Wow. Yeah, I have some issues with writing quite a bit. My husband is an editor, and he was constantly saying, "What the heck?" Because I'm going to words or
That's
something.
what people say to me if they see my writing. Like, you're not going to send this out, are you?
Actually, listen to a lot of writers in interviews. They'll tell you that they'll jam out what they're thinking first, and they'll do the editing later. And then when you put the first draft, they often laugh and say, "Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. What am I thinking about being an author? Because there's so many spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, broken words, broken what have you." The thing is, get it down, and then you can edit later. You can refine later. And most pieces, they have dozens of revisions. It's not unheard of to have lots of revisions. So don't let that hold you back.
Well, I started writing a book from when I was young. It's more of a biography.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm one of those ones, like, I'll start crying, and then I won't write again for a long time.
You know what?
Back to it.
You know what? My book was Towards Understanding. It was published in 2005. I just started in about middle of 2007 being able to actually read the poetry. Now, the poetry was written years and years ago. It's been published, like I say, all over the place, but I've never done radio appearances until 2007 because I couldn't read it. A lot of the pieces, I would get shaky. I would start sweating.
Isn't that embarrassing? They're like, "Well, you wrote this." I was like, "Wow."
And I had to really coach myself over and over before I tried it. It was really tough at first, but I was able to work my way through it. It's still tough sometimes because, of course, it's your raw feelings,
Yeah, well, it comes from the heart, and then you just...
Well, it's your life. It's what you put down on paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I would start bawling my head off, and then I wouldn't go back to it. 2 years later, I'd go back to it. Oh, what's wrong with me? I could just finish this, I'll add on to it, and I'll be crying again. So it'll probably be published like when I'm 50. And then it only took 30 years to write.
No, that's also not unheard of. Honestly, there are a lot of writers out there that have projects that are so close to their heart that it takes them a very long time. There's also writers who will put aside the project for like 8 years or something like that because they themselves have to grow into the person that they need to be in order to finish.
Exactly. So one day...
If you have to put something aside, that's okay. Just let yourself grow into it.
When I'm in my multi-million-dollar cafe and I'm famous because everybody's wearing my bra, and then they'll
your
go...
bra?
My bra.
What? The main thing will wear your one bra? Whoa, that's gonna be a big one, huh?
No, my bras, the ones I make.
I heard.
And then,
I heard singular
that's
the
your
first
business.
time.
Okay. And then so.
I know what your business is.
Oh. Yeah. So, wow. Oh, I didn't even look at what time is it. Okay, we got 7 minutes left.
I'll touch this. No, I just missed an opportunity. I can go to buy, okay? I was waiting for this one on eBay to go by, okay, and jump on it, because and some guy got a car for like $7.50. It's probably like a $60 card easy. You know what I mean?
Well,
I was sitting here talking to somebody else on the phone, but hey, no, I'm just kidding. I let it go away, but yeah, the car.
Oh.
Okay.
Because sometimes you'll see guys and they don't know what they have,
Mm-hmm.
They really don't. They'll see a unique card of someone. These guys have no idea what they have. I'm not kidding you. They have no idea, and I know that for a fact because they'll sell some, and you can tell because when you ask them questions, and the way they answer back, they're like they have no idea because there's certain things you want to ask. I know details about the cards. They have no idea, and I mean, you can really get guys that they'll sell to you, but they really have no idea what they're talking. They don't know what they have. Okay, like what a type of a unique item.
Well, Lillian, I'm glad you called in. I didn't mean you didn't have to hang up.
I didn't hang up.
Huh? Yes.
Yeah, I gotta let you go. Okay, I'll talk later. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna hang up too? Okay, well, thank you for calling in.
Is Lillian
Sure,
gone?
And good luck with your search and find your item.
Sure, we'll talk later, okay? Hopefully I'll get some. But I've been looking for this. I've been trying to figure something like that for the longest time, you know?
Yeah.
The longest time. I mean, I've been trying to figure out a way in, how to get out. I mean, but I'm trying to get that one notch, let's say, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk later, okay? Have a nice one.
Okay.
Everybody else, guys, okay? Take it easy, all right?
You take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Is she come back? Oh, thanks, Lillian, for calling in and Boogeyman. Oh, okay. That was so helpful. That was so interesting, huh, UPS?
Oh, yeah. That was a great call.
Yeah, that was a great call. I'm glad I had the show now. I was like, well, maybe I should just stop the show now with that mean caller. He's just jealous, you know?
I want to ask, I've been kind of going over her website there, and they had I think her husband's in a band called Grooveyard. I mean, oh, yeah, okay, I was just kind of wondering what kind of music it is. Is it
we'll post her link again. What's her link again? It's www.
I've been kind of bouncing around inside the website there and looking at things.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. It's Brummett.
But they have a CD, and it's available at quite a few different places.
Oh, do you do wholesale? I need to talk to you. Do you guys sell wholesale? Oh, CD Baby. That's a good. I like that site. You know, for a while, that's where I was buying my CDs to sell because they were faster than the
I've purchased from CD Universe before.
Awesome. So, is it okay if I post a link of your site on my webpage? It's belly dancing, but there's a lot of people who do drumming too. A lot of musicians who know dancers. If you don't mind, so I can post you on there.
Rock, heavy, and percussion and bass. Well, that sounds like a good band. It'd be good fun to listen to that.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I'm so glad to have met you. Oh, Grooveyard.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
That's what I was looking at here. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll let you go.
Oh, you have a radio show too. Wow. Oh, what?
I'll let you go, Rose, so you can close out your show.
Oh, okay. Whoops. I got her blog talk show.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was. I'm so glad you called in.
All right. Well, bye then. We'll talk. We'll see you in another chat tonight.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Boogeyman, thanks for calling in, and UPS driver, my BTR boo. Do you see Brother K anywhere? I don't. Anyways, Canadians Rock, I'm so glad you came and visit, and Delaney, and Anonymous, my girl. And what is that? LNSU, God and Country. I'm so glad you came to visit, and Lillian. I'm going to add you to my friends, and I'm going to add myself to your show, too. I'm going to look around your site tonight. But is it okay if I link you to my home page? This is my page. It has nothing to do with it, but there are a lot of musicians who play drums for the dancers. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. I got 90 seconds. And I will end it with a song that you've heard 1,000 times. I really need new music. Okay. I guess we're going to just do this one again. All right. Take care, everybody. God bless. And have yourself a nice week.